Yo, what's up guys? So, the nastiest deck that I've seen in a while, we've talked about on the channel negating like 3 to 4 cards, is already pretty much at the point where people will just say GG, I don't want to play, or they make a Tree of Beast and like another card, but they make a Tree of Beast, you have Impermanence, you can have other things, right? But you're not going to have any chance against this deck, especially if you don't open up with hand traps. But this deck will absolutely eat something alive instantly because you can negate every single card that your opponent has, which is absolutely unfair, but no, well, that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh goes, especially when your opponent does not have any hand traps. But even if they did, I mean, Call by the Grave is still a thing in the game. Might not be the best thing to play Infernities, but, you know, you activate one other effect for your combo piece, they start negating your card effects, just hit them up with that Call by the Grave. I mean, at the end of the day, you can still set the card. But anyways, we've got Void Ogre Dragon, which can negate a spell trap. Savage Dragon going to go ahead and be able to negate anything over here. But I think Seryuja is really the enabler of all of these crazier combos in the game, adding much more consistency to Infernities. And obviously, because of that new ban list, we have triple Infinity Barrier, which, well, it's a pretty good card because it negates anything, as long as, of course, you have a face-up attack position Inferni monster and no cards in your hand, which is not that difficult to do in a danger variant of the deck. And I'll also give you guys the deck profile, courtesy of Atlas Rising over here. He's always building crazy stuff, but this one might be the icing on the cake for like the most negates that you can really do in one turn. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the opponent is playing at this point. All right, we've got Triple Barrier. We've also got Break. This is kind of a negate anyways because it can destroy any like one card. And then we have Herald of Arclight. We got Savage Dragon and of course Void Ogre Dragon. And his opponent, like, I was surprised that he stayed. All right, now let's go ahead and check out some more duels because it's not like you're going to be able to do that every single turn. And, well, it's more so your opponent might not stick around for that long. But let's go ahead and check out some more plays against a variety of other decks, as well as, of course, showcasing off other plays because, well, you can tour guide in the deck as well. So we're going to go ahead and make the Summon Sorceress. Go ahead and launch her. Summon double cards, obviously, adding that barrier. This is like the ultimate, you know, solitaire deck. If you guys are interested in simply playing that, that's totally fine. I know that that's just part of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's something that I personally have not enjoyed seeing in the game if I'm playing it up against it. But I know, you know, for those players that want to have that aspect of control and controlling the board so hard that your opponent literally cannot play any of their cards. I think the only card that you'd be able to utilize at this point, like he was just saying GG at this point, but we've got a bunch of people rage quitting, but that's to be expected because once the combo goes off, if you cannot stop it, well, technically Harpies do have this card. Oops, here it is. The Featherstorm, which is actually an insanely good card, being able to negate any monster effects your opponent activates until the end of this turn, and he's just like, yo, GG. I mean, there's going to be a few rage quits in here, but of course, that is kind of to be expected against a deck of this level. We got the Dark Lords over here, and this deck could actually just instantly have a win condition on its own with the Summon of Chrysia. Infernities can't really do too much, and that's just part of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I feel like that's just the way the game has evolved into, due to, of course, power creep. But we're going to go ahead and see, let's get Seryuja. Then we got the Fiendish Rhino Warrior activating its effect, being able to send another Fiend monster to the graveyard, which Street Patrol is a pretty good card. Lets you just, of course, special summon and get rid of those extra cards in your hand. But we got Necromancer bringing back the Avenger. Then we have the 100 Eyes Dragon, which brings me back to like the video that I made. It was one of like the cards where it got to copy other cards, and basically we used this card, or it was like the anime variant, to actually get every single monster effect in the entire like game, pretty much, that would be like relevant. Looks like we're seeing a variant of the Zombie Dangers. I mean, Dangers are just thrown into every single deck, and well, it's a good card. So we're gonna go ahead and see the Apprentice Witchling. I'm just gonna go ahead and make Phoenix, of course, just more of a stepping stone than anything. Summon Sorcerer's gonna go ahead and bring out the Avenger over here. I'm just going to be able to special summon that card. Basically, this is like almost like a glow up bulb for that deck. Go ahead and see Seryuja cycle through some cards. Seryuja going to go ahead and summon that Mirage. Mirage bring back the Archfiend and the Necromancer, which is pretty much just get out 2 cards, and the Necromancer gets you out another card. And then we have 1 Negate over here, and another Negate, and of course we have Inferiority Break. So at this point, it's kind of like 3 cards that can stop something already. And again, that could be game over for your opponent. But of course, we've got to go for more Negates, right? It's the whole point. And of course, Mirage going to go ahead and bring back Archfiend and Necromancer, which is basically the core combo of this play. And again, we have 3, 4. I can say that this one's like a 5 Negate. I mean, he's going to go ahead and activate that. That's not happening. All right, he's going to go for another card. Not happening. And of course, another thing to mention is the break can protect your Archfiend as well, because it doesn't have too much attack. And so he's going to go ahead and pop that card. And at this point, well, he's got 2 cards. He's got 1 Negate. He's also got Into the Void. He's going to go ahead and do some damage. This is probably one of the duels that actually goes for longer than basically 1 turn. But that's what the deck does. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stop that Nessie from even doing anything. I'm surprised the guy stayed in. I mean, unfortunately, drawing 2 of these, not the best. But that's going to go ahead and be a game. Wow. What a great duel, 10 out of 10. But got one more duel here, and I'll give you guys the deck profile in case any of you guys want to play the nastiest deck that I've seen in quite some time. Because I know a lot of people try to throw out like a first turn Nat Beast, and that's still relatively strong, especially against certain matchups. But why negate 1 type of card when you could just negate 6 cards or 5 cards, which is literally every single card your opponent has? But for those of you that would say, oh wait, what about the hand trap? He had it, dude. You could only aggro 1 Ash Blossom per turn anyways. So there it is. And everyone's playing Ash Blossom now, even in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! I know some people try to build their decks online, and they're like, well, I can't afford Ash Blossom, so I'm not going to be playing. And they want to play test, of course, for maybe a tournament that they're going to. But again, a lot of this combo really comes down to the same key concept, which is Mirage, Archfiend, Necromancer. Necromancer, go ahead and bring back another card. We're going to make the 100 Eyes Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and copy Mirage once again. Triple barriers, man. It's good. I can't say it's not. I mean, at this point we had 4, 5, and we still weren't done, dude. This guy was gonna get a combo on. The guy was just like, dude, I'm not having it. But that's the way it goes sometimes. All right. So if any of you guys want the nastiest Infernity deck, let's go ahead and jump right into the combo deck over here. So we got 2 copies of Danger Nessie. We have 1 Infernity Archfiend, 2 copies of Mothman, 3 copies of Street Patrol, 1 copy of Chupacabra, 1 copy of the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. We have the 1 copy of I Special Summon no matter what, pretty much. And then we have 2 guys. We got Archfiend Hyris. We got 3 copies of Jackalope, 3 copies of Necromancer. We have 1 Avenger, 3 copies of Mirage, 3 Allures, 1 Upstart, 1 Foolish, 1 Reborn, triple copies of Into the Void. We have World Legacy Inheritor. No Ib though. All right. And then we've got, of course, the Launcher, 1 copy of Infernity Break, and Triple Barriers to basically give you all of those negates that you guys are looking for. Then we got 2 copies of Void Ogre, 1 Savage, 2 copies of 100 Eyes, 1 copy of Herald of Arc, Double Levier. Of course, go and bring back your combo with the Street Patrol Mirages. Easy stuff, easy stuff. And then we got the Boral Sword, 3 copies of Saryuja, Summon Sorceress, Tremere Phoenix, and of course, Apprentice Witchling. Now, I want to open this video up kind of for a discussion. What do you guys think is the problem with all these link spam decks? I honestly feel like these are the key cards that are really showing off the potential of these crazy link decks. But anyways, that's it for the deck profile, man. It's really good Atlas Rising. I mean, negating 6 cards, what else could you ask for? Other than, of course, pulling off an FTK. There's not much else that can really beat this deck, especially if this deck happens to go first. And obviously, if you're going second, you can still combat certain things, but without the barrier, turn 1, sometimes it can be a task. But anyways, let me know your thoughts, guys, down below in the comment section below. I really want to know what you guys think about having Saryuja at 3. Do you guys think it would even really change at 1? Because I think a lot of the combo-based decks, they don't really need to have, like, it's hard. For example, like, even if you go to the OCG, Summon Sorceress is completely banned, but they still have a lot of problems with all of these decks that are just like, oh, dude, just spam the board. I honestly think Saryuja is the enabler of all of these combos, but even if you put it to 1, I don't feel like it solves the problem, because there's so many of these combo variant decks that just really need just 1 of these. I mean, in Summon Sorceress, I mean, yeah, you can play multiple, but people only need 1 to completely go off. And how fun is it for the opponent to play against this? They're going to go ahead and hit Alt F4, hop on Fortnite Season 8. But that's the way I feel about it. But Again, just remember that core combo, and you'll be good to go, easy peasy, for just using that. Well, you can you're copying Mirage with the effect of the 100 Eyes Dragon, and as you guys can see, but man, last night I was legitimately playing with this, like, this is like off topic, but last night I was legitimately trying to play this, like, I won't spoil it, but it was a really dumb Light Sworn build that, like, it had a really cool wombo combo. I legit couldn't even play. There was just too many negates that were going on in the game. But I don't know. I feel like I almost am making that same video, which was like, this is why people quit Yu-Gi-Oh! All over again. And, like, I was literally trying to record some footage. And, like, there's so many things that are just unplayable, because now I feel like the people that have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Have been sticking around for a long time. And they're all playing a lot of these decks that just negate so much. But this is the king of negates, alright? But anyways, shout out to my boy, AzneyesRez, for providing us with this footage. Go ahead and check him out if you guys want. I'll have him pin it down below. But, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, hit the subscribe button and you'll definitely see more. If you guys got any cool replays, can you negate more than 6 cards per turn? Or if you guys got any cool other footage, feel free to go ahead and send it to azneyesreplays@gmail.com. And also, for any of you guys that were wanting some more low radio duels, I will be getting more footage later this week. It's just that there was just so many like other gaming things that I was covering, especially, of course, Fortnite, the Season 8. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. I'm signing out.